udo dịrị ọnụ. Udo dịrị onye ọbụla chọrọ udo. Ụmụ Igbo, ụmụ Biafra, ụmụ South East, ndị ọma, ihe ọma ga na-abịara anyị. Anyị ga-aga dịka echi na echi adịrị agwụ agwụ. Biko onye ọbụla chịrị ebe o chiri ya zere. Ndụ mmiri, ndụ azụ mmiri atara azụ anwụrụ. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my wonderful Biafran brothers and sisters. Ekele m onye ukwu, kelee onye nta, kelee nwoke, kelee nwaanyị. Ihe akụ ihe enwe ga-adịrị anyị. Anyị gbuo n'aka anyị, anyị egbute ife ọma. Anyị gbuo n'aka ekwe, anyị egbute ife ọma. Ma ọ bụ na mbata anyị ga-awụ ife ọma. Enwere onye anyị ji nke ya, enwere onye ọbụla anyị ji nke ya na-ama ha ama. Biko ya megide ya gbaghara. Bikos a sị na agwọ na agwọ ibe ya ọya ha egbu. Ọ bịara egbu anyị gboo onwe ya. Onye ọnwụna gwụrụ ya gwụrụ ajọ ọgwụ. Anyị ji ogu jide ọfọ. And asị ire ọma ka eji na-eji aga n'ogwu. Mbọchị nta ka anyị chọrọ n'Owere nchi. Biko abịakwa m again. Ọwụ mụ awa Okwute. Adịrịkwa m ịbọ. Just watch out my face. This my ugly face. This iru adịka iru masquerade. Iru ekpo. Eji me very important information wee bịa. I'm not here to cause anybody or here to cause any problem. But I don't support violence. And my channel does not support violence. So if you come with violence, I beg, biko, ejo ntori alone, makachuku, ngwa, carry your violence. Bye-bye. Anyway, make gonna hear this very important information where I carry come. If you watch my headline, you will see what I wrote. What Biafrans need. What Biafrans need is referendum. Biafran nation. United States of Biafra. We don't need any injection. They call it HPV injection. I don't know. Anyway, wait. Before HPV vaccine. HPV vaccine. Human papillomavirus. So I wanna go around the zoo. Whether they call it World Health Organization or they call it Bill Gates or whoever that is, whoever that have hands in this distribution of this injection, they are trying to ship to the Africans, because this message came earlier on and I warned my people over this issue. Now they are now enforcing every African to take that HPV injection. Why is it everything that they are doing, they must use the African land to do the test? Now, the latest information now that is reaching me as I'm talking to you now, they are shipping that injections down to the southeast. They have been trying to do everything human possible to wipe out the entire Igbo race from the surface of this earth. What is the offense of an Igbo man? What is the offense of a Biafrans? What is the offense of the people of the East? What is the offense of the people who came from the rising sun, which is the Biafra land? Do you have the answer? If you have the answer, please tell me. Me, Okute, I don't know the answers. I don't know I don't know what offense we have committed that is unforgivable. Governor of Oyo State, Ayo Makinde, or what do they call it? This Seyi Makinde. Look at what they talk. HPV vaccine not meant to reduce African population. Oyo government, that is the governor of Oyo State. But do you know that injection went to Oyo? This man playing on the what they call on the script they gave to him to come out and make this pronouncement, to come out and make this statement. He bounced that injection. He don't want them to give that injection to any child in the Oyo axis. But he came out now to tell you it does not meant for people to reduce the population of Africans. Hypocrisy in the highest order. This thing that he do, not minding the amount of money that have been promised to him if he will allow that injection to be distributed to all the schools in Oyo, but he refused. Trust me, all our so-called government officials in the southeast will collect that money and they will force the principals, what they call it, headmasters of all the whole schools in the southeast to be giving that injection to our children who went out for school. This information is not need to be withheld. I'm not supposed to come here today because I have very, very vital thing that I'm supposed to be doing today at the government house because of my Bali. I'm not in Nigeria, but I saw this information. I said, let me quickly warn my people about the dangers of this HPV injection. They said it is for protection. Where I am, I have been shouting this thing for a very long time about this injection. Not for one day have I ever had the government of the country I am living that say anything concerning this thing. Why is it that our people are so gullible? Why is it that our people love money more than that? Because all these people that are forced our children to take this injection in different schools, all their family members, including their 10th and the 15th generation, all of them, they don't acquire a better living for them overseas. What are we doing to ourselves and to our future generation? This is a call for concern. Africans, not even Africans, let me forget about Africans. BIAFRANs, wake up. The plans to eliminate and to reduce the population of BIAFRANs, do you think they are sleeping? Maybe they are not using gun now to gun everybody down. You think they are sleeping? They are devising other means to take this thing, to take this drastic decision and move, or mission, whatever you may call it. What is the offense of the Biafran? That is my question. Should I say that the problem is from us or from them? Now the governor of Oyo State bounced the one they sent to Oyo, but he came out through Daily Post Nigeria to tell that the vaccine is not to reduce the population of Africans. But you refused for your people in the Oyo State axis to take that injection. Trust my people. If this injection get to hopeless use or danger, he will call the headmasters and give them peanut to force their students to take this injection. He get to Anambra State. Chukwumata Soludo is looking for money he will use to sort himself out in 2025 general election. He will collect that injection, collect the bribe, and call the headmasters and the principals. Bribe them with this. Please, if you get this message, if you love yourself and you love your neighbor, because according to the Bible that we all are reading, it says, love yourself or love thy neighbor as you love thyself. Spread this information. Do not withhold it. They are forcing the Biafran, most especially the Biafrans. You will not hear this information in Lagos. If you go there, they will just quench it like fire, pack out the whole injection, take the money they will offer them, and sing that injection in Marina Beach. Yes, but our own side, look at what they call it, governor of Enugu State, Peter Mbah, the other day, they were praising him, who is a national security advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, that he have dealt with the Biafrans over the sit at home. Can you imagine that? And he was clapping his hand like a mumu man. But the same Nuhu Ribadu, you can shake that Nuhu Ribadu and tell him, oh, as a national security advisor to the president, he have dealt with the bandits in his own religion. Have he did that? He have never done that. But they are applauding you that you are killing your own people. You are maltreating your own people over their own civil disobedience that they choose. I cannot go out to protest. If I protest, you kill me. Then go back my home to relax. Then you start to do all kind of manner of shenanigans. And they are praising you. He was laughing and they are shaking hands. Our mumu, now that is you don't come out for grade 1. You don't enter highest level of mumu. Most especially the so-called our political leaders, our political leaders in the southeast. If you love yourself, if you love your neighbor, if you love the southeasterners, if you believe that the Biafrans need population, circulate this message. Nobody should ever venture to take that injection. Make on here waiting Simon Ekpa read. You can't bring this to Biafra land. We don't need it. Keep it in Abuja. That means the injection is already in Nigeria. They are distributing it state by state. with the huge amount of money they are giving to the governors to force their schools and the school children to take that injection. Is anyone coming to Biafra land with this vaccine? We take enough dose of it. Then the question there now is, how are you going to implement this? Because this injection, they will bring it through the backyard. Tomorrow time they will tell you, this one is a Ogumbochi. Which Mbochi? This one is the plan that these people have already strategized to reduce the population of the Africans. Also the Biafrans as well. Natural disaster is about to take over some countries in the Europe. And the only place that is remaining for them to take refuge in the future, because these people plans ahead of 50 to 100 years. But Nigerians or Biafrans or Africans don't even know about that. If you ask, as I'm talking to you now, Japan built a solar, what they call it, a solar rail. All this rail that they use, if you go to a mall, there's all this rail that go like step. They have built it that they're going to use in 50 years to come, that is going to space. So them have already seen the future of Japan, that very soon they are no more living there. All of them are moving to space. So these people that are bringing all this injection will not allow their future children to take it. But they will want the Biafrans, the Africans, the so-called one Nigerianists to take that injection, because African land is where they have the final hope of taking refuge when their country, even most of countries will vanish in this 2024 with this climate change. Some country will sink. Believe it or leave it, this one is not a story. This is a very vital information. If you get this information and you withhold it, my brother, my sister, you don't love yourself. Because if you love yourself, you will love thy neighbor as you love thyself. You will love thy friend as you love thyself. And make sure you circulate this information. Through circulating it, it will go from hand to hand to hand to hand. So the people will get to know the dangers ahead. This is not a propaganda. This is a real news. Good morning, my brother. My God, may God bless you, my brother. Me already cast my vote. God bless Biafra government. May God judge Nigeria. God will judge Nigeria because Nigeria have already allowed themselves to be used because of peanut they are receiving from the so-called their slave masters. And that is the information I carry come forward this morning. So let us go to get the reactions of my people, because we need to also know what people say about this, whether they are supporting it or they rebuke against it. According to what do they call it? According to Bayan Africa #1, it said not only taking enough dose of it, he or she go collect enough popcorn. And so our brother thought that means the injection is never good for anybody. David said when it comes to sharing of money, Easterners are not included. Make on the hear. When it comes to the sharing of oil well, Easterners were not included. When they were sharing foods during COVID-19, Easterners were not included. Why now that they want to include Easterners for vaccine? If they're sharing offices, Easterners will boycott it. If they're sharing foods, Easterners will boycott it. If they are sharing money, Easterners will boycott it. When they are sharing oil wells, people who don't even have anything that they got to do with it, even palm oil they don't have in their own land, they are collecting oil wells from my backyard. But when it is time to share a killer vaccine, then Easterners will be number one. You didn't ask yourself a question, why all this is happening? Because we allowed ourselves to be used. As Governor Makinde received that injection, did anybody kill him? Did they pursue him out? But who's of them will receive this injection and tell you that this one naim be the cocoa? We are still waiting for him to send 4,000 Imo youths to abroad to go and acquire basic skills. That is the promises they made. Now everybody, all the whole people were shouted, hey, hopeless, who's of them, who's a digoma? Now how far now? Said who's of see them, I be danger. Now we they do ourselves. We allow ourselves to be used. That is why all these so-called politicians, they when they see opportunity, they will just make use of it, because our gullibles is too much. The way they are using it is using us. Is the way the pastors, the prophets, and every other thing is using us, because we do the follow. Sometimes we don't even make our verification before we jump into conclusion. We have smartphones. It's unlike those days when there's no smartphones. Some people will stay from January to December without not typing anything, just make a verification. Everything is about, let me go to my shop and come back, let me go to my shop and come back. Beyond money, there are still other things needed. and we are lacking it. You need to equip yourself, not only when you go to school. As long as you can read and write, you can educate yourself through your smartphone. And which one again? Oh, this our friend Professor Dr. Joy Irobo said, parents, do not trust anyone to inject your children. It is not about the label written on the vaccine bottle. It's about the true source of the medicine inside they are injecting. Parents, they are injecting. Parents, do not be deceived. I'm talking to you as a father. I'm talking to you as somebody who have offspring. I am talking to you as Okute and as a Biafran and as somebody who have the interest of the Biafrans at heart. Never you allow your children to take that injection. Warn them seriously if they get to school and their so-called headmaster, their class teacher, prefect, or whoever said they have to take injection. Let those class teachers and the headmasters get what they call it, get information or get go ahead order from the parents of the children before they give them injection, because they know the parents will not agree. Then they will confuse the kids to take that injection that is not good for their future. Most of the injection, you don't even know the content of the injection. You take it, that child will turn to imbecile in years to come. Most of them, everything that got to do with their reproductive system will be damaged. Because why? Because we all believe in anything that comes from abroad. It is a Weibo, it is a foreign something. After all, this one is good. This one is not from China. My brother, even China itself can be trusted more than all these people you are saying you call Westerners. Chinese will come to your country, they will develop your country. Despite the fact they will thief you, but they will develop your country and give you a better amenities. But what about the Europeans? Europeans will come, they will buy you, they will thief your minerals, and they will also make your land ungovernable for you, so that they will have the opportunity to be scamming and taking your God-given minerals, natural resources. So anything that comes from Westerners, Onye Ekwensu, according to my people, said, all with TC, I will DC. Ekwensu can never give you something. It's either give you with the right hand and take it with the left hand, or will give you with the left hand and coming back with a multitude of hands, right, to take all that belongs to you. That is Onye Ekwensu. And we have to be very, very careful in this very matter. That is the information I say, make I share to now, because I get where they go now. After this message now, I'm rushing to immigration for my documents. So please, share this information. Let every Tom and Jerry knows that what the people are planning to do. If you allow your children to take it, you're on your own. No, I think this is the second time I'm making this kind of video about this HPV injection. It is now, before it have never arrived in Nigeria, but now it is in that live in Nigeria, in Abuja, and they are sharing it to different states. Do not allow your children, if they are going, in fact, if guy is not taking, stop them from going to school for now. Let them study from home. They will not be illiterate. All Biafran kids are born smart. So instead of them to go there and force them to take in that injection, stop them from school for now until further notice. So my wonderful people, Glenn Smith said, I have all your state people injected with it. It is totally banned in United States of Biafra. You get it, that is it. And that's all the thing take be. Let us take some few reactions before we round up. Because our time they knock kwarapo. Overdeja said, and you happily received a job in Finland, this man. And who received a job? Nobody received a job. Simon EKPA, Don Biafra said, why is Africa so dull? Now, wow. Now, true, my brother, they are so dull. Very, very dull. No be small dull. Very, very dull. Because they allow the Westerners to be using them they're using them to play caricature. And according to Victoria, if I might say, the children in your country need it more. Go and give it to them. We Biafrans don't need it. We stand with our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon EKPA Njoko. Onwu Amana Uchenna said, HPV, highly prepared venom. Prime Minister said, don't bring it to Biafra land. Is that clear? If you come, you are going to collect it. Highly prepared venom. Now, my people, you see, that is the brain. And I forget, Biafrans on a get brain. Easy child said, yes, so very enough of it. Samson Z00 said, my Prime Minister, we got some information that this medicine is already in the east, particularly in Imo State. You see what I'm saying? Please, my PM, I would like if you address it to our people in live videos, because most of them are not in X handle, and most believed when you said it live broadcast. Exactly what I'm saying. The medicine, the injection already is in Imo State. That is the only first place they will conquer. After Imo is Enugu. After Enugu, then they will head to Ebonyi, Wifuru. Then before they land to Anambra State. And I pray that none of them accept this injection or force our children, our future generation to take that injection. If they want to take the injection, let them first of all give it to themselves and their extended families. Have you seen what I'm crying? I never get to see this comment. Before I said the first person to accept it will be Hope Uzodinjo. You see, wahala. Benjamin Newton said, take it to Yoruba land and Hausa land. Biafrans don't need it. If anyone comes with it, we are going to give it to them overdose before they will go back anywhere they're coming from. That's why I'm shouting. Yes, not everybody is on Twitter or X, but I am doing this live video. Please, you do you a favor. Share this message as many as that can get their eyes on this video. Please, I'm begging, not because of the views. Make it go viral. You can save a life, and you can also save our future generation from this impending doom. I'm talking to you, I am talking to myself. As I'm cutting this video, I'm going to send it, guys, personally, to all my family members to distribute it to all their friends. I mean, let it keep on sharing it. All the very, very important to you, whether you are living in the Igbo land, I know say they don't go fit carry the thing go for Hausa land, no, because they will reject it. So most of our folks, most of our Biafran brothers who are living in the north will be more safe than those who are living in their own region. Most of our brothers who are living in the southwest will be more safe than we that is living in our own land, because of the kind of governors they gave us. Because this one is by force governors. Biafra, His Excellency BG, may the gods of our ancestors continue to bless and protect you. You are a true leader because you put Biafra first in every decision making. Those vaccines does not grow the economy, security, employment, or steady electricity, but I wonder why it is a priority. It doesn't stop hunger. People that need food. High inflation, exchange rate is nonsense, bad roads, no electricity. The only good thing that the so-called government of the day choose to do to their people is to change national anthem and to bring vaccine to reduce their population. You have malus in government offices, all in the name of presidency, who have nothing to offer other than their personal gains. I weep for that country called Nigeria, and I also weep for my Biafran people, because if God is not taking our children in different schools, both primary, secondary, and tertiary institutions, and those ones in kindergarten will be forced to take this injection because they don't know what they are taking. Ignorant is not an excuse to know. If you are not informed, you are born to be deformed. I'm still shouting. Share this message. Let it go viral. And I bless you, you that is going to share this message. Any hand that is going to share this message, my dear, you will receive an abundant blessings from now onwards. And so shall it be. Gozie mu, gozie onye na-watch this video, gozikwa onye ga-ashare ya n'afọ Chukwu oke abịama, onye pụrụ ihe niile. Ngwa nwanne m ka mgbapụrụ ya ọsọ, enwere ebe m na-eje. When I come back, I will drop another video to remind us about what we are fighting for, and so that we can be at alert. Because the enemies within, my dear, they are numerous. Enemies that the Biafrans are fighting for, or they are fighting, they are not one, they are not two. My brother, ha can go, but we will defeat them one after the other. Bye for now.